Race 4 of the Lotus 79 at Road America. Let's get right to the action. We are car 20, starting P17. Holy mackerel. We got Kaduchi up there somewhere ahead. I think he's P11. It's car 11, P11. A very slow start. I don't know what people are doing. You cannot just stay up against the wall and say that's okay. So we lost out a little bit on that.
Clear, clear, clear.
Oh my, oh my.
In front of you, in front of you. Stay on your toes.
Things are happening. Oh.
Going. Clear.
People who don't qualify with the fastest guys don't qualify. It's always a lot of trouble. Roll wall almost took me out. Negative 3 wide with that car rejoining.
Clear, clear, clear.
Peter behind almost bumped me. And since he's sticking his nose in there, I'm going to be chopping it off. Passing a regular spot or you don't get by. Oh, he's out. All right. All right, Spear. Let's calm things down a bit. Start at 17th. Car number 20 out of 28. So, I mean, if we can just top 15 it, would be a decent result. But as always, we'd love some more. Would love some more. There's Thomas Torp behind us. We're going to have trouble defending against him. Car number 2.
Minute 10.556.
We did change the setup a little again for this race. Trying to get something stable for the entire race. Not so easy. I think we've lost it here.
On your right. Still there. Clear.
All right. Now looks like Adnan is only a little bit behind this time. So he's much closer than he was last race. Remember, he never qualifies, always starts in back, so sometimes that really bites you and it's hard to get through, but apparently there's been enough people going off and not starting or starting slowly that it's he's been able to move up quickly. So no Adnan will get by. Barry West, P4. Don't know where Rob is. Kajuchi was talking about pit starting because he's been in a lot of accidents on the grid on here, but I wasn't really sure where he went. If you rewind the video, you can see if he was on the grid or in the pits. Like when we started, you know, was he sitting in the pits? The relative would show you that, but of course, I'm not looking at the relative in the start. All right. I really need to get up there and stay in the draft on these guys.
1 minute 59.72.
I'm not in there though.
20 laps to go.
If I could just get in there, it would be so much better. Adnan continues to move up. Just 2 behind now. Adnan just 1 behind now. Oh my! Now the 4 cars, 2 of them dropped out. Didn't seem to slow down these guys at all. Bad exit there. Any of those guys tow? Either of those guys tow? Luca was already in the pits. Nope, they both, I think they both continued on. Neither of those guys who went off in Canada Corner had to tow. Maybe they limped to the pits, or maybe they continued on their way. Please, no more stutters. Alright, 58.7. Happy with that. We need more of those. I can't see P5, P6, or P7. Is Canducci one of those? I'm gonna guess he is. I don't think he would have pit started. Maybe he did. I don't think he would have, but maybe, I don't know. I would not pit start in this split, because you really don't want to be behind slow, unpredictable guys. Oh my goodness! What?
Left side.
Oh,
Still there.
I really blocked that guy. Sorry.
There. That's a good job.
Sorry. I really screwed up that. But there was like 5 or 6 cars just everywhere. And I really, Francisco was probably angry with me because I gave him no space and just kind of slid in there. Sorry, Francisco.
2:0.717. Look at the input.
I'll let Francisco back up here. I didn't want to slow it down to let him by, but I'll let him by here. It seems fair because I really kind of screwed him over there.
On your right. All clear.
I didn't want to slow down at the time because they would have slowed both of us down. Just me slowing down there to let him back. I mean, I guess it was it was a tough move. It was a strong move. But I was sliding and I didn't give him the space. I would have, if he would have continued on and not avoided me, I would have wrecked him. I wrecked myself, so. I was too hot into Canada. He had slowed down too much for those guys. I guess because he had to, but. And my speed was so much greater than his, I couldn't give it. Yeah, I had to go for it. All right. And that has made up a couple seconds. Boy, there's nothing like getting 5 freebies. The question is, how many of them are coming back? How many of them had to tow? How many of them are really broken? But how many of them just kind of spun a little bit and now are charging back? I see P10, Pablo. I know he's quick. So if Carducci wasn't, if he didn't pit start, he was in that big wreck. There were a couple red cars.
0.311.
So I know he's not ahead of us. He's probably shaking his head because no matter what he does, he's involved in the wreck. I think Barry was in there too. And we were never able to match the 58.7 that we did early. It's like we get that early time on the fresh tires and then we're never able to match it. Even burning off as much fuel as we do, we're never able to get back there. Whereas everybody else goes faster at the end. Well, I don't know about everybody else, but a lot of people go much faster at the end. See, I should have done something like that when I passed Francisco. Couple good corners in a row. It's always nice. More of that, Spear. More of that.
1 minute 58.802.
Ooh. Less of that. I mean, I don't know if you can tell on screen, but you really, with the new tire model, you can really feel the slides. You can really feel it about to go. Oh, there's Carducci, P9. He did start from the pits. Look at that. He's already been in the pits, so he started from the pits, lap 0. Worked his way through the field, so he avoided all that stuff that's been going on. That is good for him. That is bad for Spear. Another quick guy behind, presumably undamaged. If he had not pitted, I would have thought he'd have some damage from all the wrecks that had happened. Or not started from the pits, rather. It's the same thing. It shows lap 0. It shows you as having pitted at lap 0 before the race. How many are sitting in the pits? Robert, Armando, Barry?
1 minute 59.039.
Still hanging out in the pits. Maybe hoping to come out and get something out of this race, but at this point, not much is left. Alright, so Adnan's gonna get us. You gotta assume Carducci will, but Hopefully that's it. I don't know who else is back there. But I can only do my best. Can't do better than that. What did I say? Next week, Mo Sport? That should be very interesting. Very different. At this point, I've talked about it in the past, at this point, I'm wondering if that's going to be a pit stop race for me. Because I have such a hard time in the second half of the races on tires. Is it my driving? Can't be my driving, can it? Can it? Oh. I didn't think I was hard on tires. Oh boy.
1 minute 58.936.
Ugh.
On your right.
Didn't even have to draft off me coming off the corner.
Still there. Clear. Clear.
Just better exits. No, and Rob is taking Kramer with him. And Pablo too. Oh no. Everybody behind is gaining much faster on me. Even though I'm in the 58s. Well, I was till this one. The last lap was in the 58s. This one's gonna be over 2 minutes. Let's just chalk this up to a disaster. From P5 to... Wait, was that P5? Yeah, it was P5 and then Gutierrez passed me. Yeah. Although I let Gutierrez by. Because of my wonky pass. Well, he would have passed me anyway. Alright. We need faster laps than this.
2 minute 0.2761.
From P5, looks like we're going to drop back at least to P10. If only something like that big old wreck happened, you know, in the last laps, where people couldn't come back and get me. Knock on wood, you don't want to root for people to have wrecks. I mean, it's fun to get those positions though, ain't it? And scary. Woo! Yeah, everybody behind is gaining. Armando out again. He was out the last race. Now this is race 4. Each week we get 4 races. I mean, you could do more. Boy, this week there's been a lot more that have gone official. And you can do more, but the way the championship points work, your best 1 out of 4 races counts. Of course, that escalates the more you do. If you do 5 races, your 2 best scores get averaged. And so if you do between 5 and 8, your 2 best scores get averaged.
1 minute 59.2.
Yeah, I don't want to ever do that. And I think most people don't do that. Notice in the race today, there's no Masson. We're racing him in our division. He's leading the division, and he's already done 4 races, so he's not in this one because then it would average his scores. Same with Canducci, he's not going to do more than 4. I mean, it'd be more fun to do more races, yeah, but the way it's set up, you want to try to do your best. You get your best scores. Alright, so I'm definitely holding up Rob now. And I know Rob, he's going to go into the Canada corner and make a move. He's a good fast driver. But he's not going to sit back there and wait for me just to dilly-dally around the track. He's going to say, why is Spear dilly-dally? And Spear's going to say, this is as fast as this thing goes now. The tires are not being cooperative.
Right side. Clear, clear.
All right. Matthew Murphy. What happened to P10 and 11? How did Matthew Murphy get ahead of them? Or P11 and 12, rather. But Matthew Murphy is the one we definitely want to stay ahead of. And I think Kramer and Pablo, I think they've got us to just a couple seconds back.
1 minute
Barry's back. No, he's the only one still
59.5.
left in the pits. I think people have been retiring. 59.7 of letting somebody by. I can live with that time. But that's one we want to look at. Matthew Murphy. P11 now, 13 seconds. We want to keep that up there. We don't want to see that coming down. Adnan and Canducci, they've raced together a lot. I expect something to happen. Rob will get by, or something will happen. Rob's definitely going to pressure him, that's for sure. That 13 seconds has come down. Maybe Matthew Murphy actually passed 11 and 12. That's what happened to him. He went from 13th to 11th that last lap. Maybe. And this is a lap I could be happy with at this stage. Midway through the race to be in the 159s. That's something I could live with. Because normally it's slower than that. Oh yeah, this is a good lap for me. Low 159s, but everybody's still catching.
1 minute 59.025. 10 to go.
I wonder just how many people are running. P15 was in the pits, but he could have chode. So anyone who is behind him, like P18, maybe they're still driving around the lap and they haven't passed him yet, so he's still reflecting as 15th, something like that. Okay, now there's a problem. The 2 cars behind me are battling. The guy in front is gonna want to get by me as soon as possible. And he's gonna want me to hold up the guy behind him. But now if the guy in front gets by me, the guy behind is gonna really want to get by me immediately, or he's gonna lose out big time. So it could both be very dangerous. Because they both could be very aggressive getting by. Although it looks like they'll both get me on the straight. And it would probably behoove myself to allow it to happen. Ooh, don't do that, Spear.
1 minute 59.1. Free. Right side. There. That's a good job.
Alright, so we're a second down. So we gave up a second. Matthew Murphy, 12.5. Alright, I can live with that. It's just a normal fluctuation between 12.5 and 13. Alright. Alright. So we're currently P10. And I'll be saying, Spear, why don't you try to keep that position? Well, because these guys were far behind and they caught up. And with big long straights here, you know, you're never going to keep somebody faster behind. Because I can't take the corners as fast because the tires are, my rear's giving out. So they were always going to get past. It was just a matter of how aggressive and how desperate they were going to get past. Top 10 for me is lovely. Race is half over, so let's not count on that just yet. Uh-oh. Something's going on. This guy's very slow. Who is that? Back marker.
Keep going.
It's always a back marker, ain't it? You know, some iRacing drivers might complain about DPs, but I'm telling you, it's always a back marker.
2 minutes 0.77.
Yeah, so these guys got separated. I think Kramer and Pablo were having a good battle, but came across the back marker and then they got separated. Alright. Oh, Matthew Murphy. Okay, so we gained 6 seconds on him? I don't know what he did. He didn't even get near the back marker yet, so. Although there's another one back there also. Yvonne. Yvonne's a good driver though, so I don't think he would have caused a problem. But you never know. I mean, good drivers, if you got a wonky car, you never know what's going to happen. And everybody makes mistakes sometimes. Even guys with 4.99 safety ratings. But that does give us a lot of breathing room behind. A lot of breathing room. 7 to go next time. Looks like P12 has been in the pits. So behind Murphy, there's even more of a gap. Man, a lot of people are sitting in the pits. 212's in the pits. Man, I don't know how many people are still running. But boy, these have all been, knock on wood, don't count your chickens. The other three have been good results. This one's been a fun race. I'm done P7, so Rob has gotten by. I don't know when that happened, the first time I looked at it. That's the thing about making these videos, you know, you want to talk about what's been happening. Then you're also trying to think about your own race. Normally I'd be concentrating much more on racing. It's always difficult making these videos. The guys who talk and walk and chew gum at the same time that's a skill. I wish I could leave comments on YouTube videos, but I'm watching most of the YouTube videos not at home, and unfortunately YouTube is restricted. They have YouTube has, you may not even know about this, but YouTube has a restricted mode, which apparently they use, I don't know, maybe for stores and workplaces and businesses and other places where some of the content on YouTube is not available, not shown. For whatever reason. So like I can't get any like PUBG videos because I guess that's violent, showing people shooting each other in Battle Royale and things like that. Also can't post any comments or read any comments on videos because you know, those are unmoderated. People say all kinds of crazy stuff. But you're on YouTube, you've read crazy comments from people. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff I can't do on YouTube when I'm not at home. When I am at home, I'm mostly racing. Actually, or sleeping. Or trying to sleep, rather. What am I saying? I don't actually sleep a lot, but I sure try to. I sleep at very unusual times. I'll sleep like 3 hours here, wake up for a few hours, a couple other hours sleep. It's kind of crazy and messed up. But yeah, so can't always leave YouTube video comments. But I do like watching a lot of races. Have fun with that. Adnan, what's going on? He seems to be fine. Woo. I was getting a little eager for a second when I saw him, so I picked up the tempo, but then he started getting on. I was like, no, I gotta take it easy. So it doesn't look like he hit anything, just spun. Yeah, he's staying ahead. Alright, we got a back marker up there, driving.
1 minute 59.76.
Frederick Yvonne, number 25. I'm concerned about. I won't lie. He seems to be letting Adnan by, which is a good sign for me. He's not swerving over into him or anything. Makes me feel better. I should warn him I'm not a good driver though, so don't will try letting me by in Canada Corner. Or the kink. Maybe I'll just hang out back here. I got so much space to mat behind. I'll just wait till the front straight or the back straight and do that. It'll be a while before I catch him though. Whew. We are in bring it home mode on Eunice. P6 has dropped back a bit. Perhaps Adnan wants to make a move for that. I heartily recommend that all those cars ahead of me make wild moves and try to get as many positions as possible. Thank you. Well, I recommend anybody behind me just box now and call it the day.
0.229.
4 laps to go.
Keep after it, brother. It's close to mid. Keep after it.
I'm keeping after it. Sort of. Wasn't expecting to get so close to him up there. But alright. Oh no.
In front of you. He's moving. In front of you. In front of you.
Oh no, Adnan and Juna.
Front. I don't know where to go.
We're tucking in behind Adnan. Adnan's got to be broken though. I saw him in Juna. They definitely were together. Yeah, Juna's towed. Adnan looks like he was losing it in the carousel. Oh yeah. So he's just gonna sit there and block me, going from left to right. Well, you already blocked me once. I don't have any speed. Apparently he thinks he's gonna hold me back for 3 laps. Well, maybe he will.
Slow on the right.
I'll probably crash. Just don't take me out. Yep, yeah, he's gonna take me out. That's Adnan.
Right side.
Woo! Don't do that, Spear.
There. That's a good job.
All right.
2.64.
I mean, maybe he was just not wanting me to pass in a corner. I was smart enough not to pass in a corner. And that has somewhat of a reputation, I think, as a tough driver. I think tough can be a good descriptor and a compliment. I mean, we're racing. We're not just out here driving for fun. You know, you think Michael Schumacher. He was tough. He was hard. You know, you gotta be to be the best. You want to be a winner. But yeah, but sometimes too tough is also not a good thing. So it's like, you know, when do you do whatever you do? Alright, 2 to go, next time by. We're in P7? P8? Alright, P8. I passed Adnan before the line. Wow. Kaduchi in P4. Wow. He started from the pits and now he's P4. Sometimes it pays off. Of course, then you're always going to wonder, if I hadn't started from the pits, would I have won? Would I have been involved in one of the many wrecks? You just never know. You never know. You can't say starting from the pits was a great idea. Well, you can. I mean, you got P4 out of it, but what could have been? Adnan's really... Oh, he must have lost it. He's way back there.
1 minute 58.8.
The guy in front of Rob, Torp, he was behind us at one point, passed us. If I had his speed. We were never near Reed or Villeneuve. Gaps between the cars are pretty big. I'm not understanding what the interval versus gap is. These don't seem to be accurate numbers that I'm reading. It can't. You see, neither one of them seems to be accurate to whatever it's supposed to be. Because I'm looking at P3. Oh, now the numbers have all changed. Yeah, so this is a new overlay system that we're using. So I mean, there are bugs, still beta. I mean, it looks nice and it's free. Oh, Adnan's dropping way back there now. So I don't know what happened to him with Juna. If Juna just spun in front of him and Adnan got collected in it, or if it was something else. Well, that was 2 freebies for me. I can always say, keep it clean and things happen. 58.8 last time. I had draft last lap. All right, white flag. Keep it together, Spear. P8. White flag fever.
1 minute 59.7.
Any of you other guys want to, if you're going to make a move, you got to make it now. Now's the time for that last lap lunge. Well, I'm so far behind people, I don't think it'll matter, but hey, you never know.
Going to be pitched here in a couple of laps.
I seriously doubt that, Chad. I'm planning on not pitting for, well, for this foreseeable future. Yeah, there's Jonas. He had to disconnect. Was unable to survive his run-in with Adnan. Alright, so, well, the tires were still pretty iffy. They were better than last race, even though I think it's warmer than the last race. I mean, like I've said this whole time, these are brand new tire model, so we're still trying to figure out what to do with them, where they should be, what they should be doing. And it'll take time to figure out. There you go. P8. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's pretty good.
Second this time. Good job down there, fellas.
Let's bring it on home. Bring it around. Get that free SR. Again, you get SR until everybody passes start finish. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. We got a good result in the other races. Got a good result in this race. Honestly, when I saw Road America was the first track, I was not too excited about it because this has not been the track I've excelled at. But we did 4 of these races. I think we were on the lead lap. Well, I know we are at least in 2 of them. I'm not sure about 3. I know we weren't in one of them. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with how things have gone. Next week, Mosport, which is a ton of fun to drive. A ton of fun. I just gotta make sure I don't kill myself. Because if I get wonky tires and start losing the rear end in Mosport, it's not gonna be pretty. Because you do not want. There's several corners where you cannot lose the rear end. The walls are right there, and you will not be happy. So. Oof. But yeah, we did a lot of practice at Road America. Put in a lot of time. Apparently I'm going to have to do it Mosport as well. Oh, fun. This is so much fun to drive. I got to tell you, this is my favorite car. We got the IndyCar series coming up,
Top side of the garage.
which we'll be doing. But this is my favorite.
Go, man, go, man, go.
Oh, imagine a recreation of a Formula One season with this car. This should be the Formula One car, not the Williams. So good, so good, so good. Let's get to the highlights. All right, here I am on the grid. Remember, Canducci started from the pits. Let's just see what transpired on the grid. Anything? A little. Oh yeah, the guy got away slow in front of me. That orange car with the Iberia. I think he finished ahead of me. I forget who that was. And then there was that in front. So yeah, that's probably where Rob. Oh man, is that Barry again? That's Barry again. Oh my goodness. Is it? Yep, that's Barry. Who was ever behind Barry in the Talbot? Nope, the other way. Oh, I don't recognize him. Oh no, Barry's through. Okay, so it's the people behind. All right. I know Barry finished 23rd, but it was the guys behind him who took it this time. Those guys got it through. But this guy. Antonio, I think he left early. Nope, it was... Oh, okay, so it was the guy... It was... You know, this would have been a lot easier if I would have just played the clip. See, I thought it was Barry. It's the same paint. Look at... There's Barry in the 5, Samson, whoever that is. Back there in that Samson. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I don't know. Simpkins? No. Oh, Spear. Spear, do a better job with the replays. Steve Sarles. I knew that. Sarles starts behind us enough. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, who's that? Who was that in the Parmalat? You know who to blame, Steve. Not Luca. Oh, it was Luca. Luca sticks his tire in there. Oh, yeah, no. He went in too hot, took out both those guys. I don't know anything about racing. Well, I know a little about racing. But yeah, I think that was his fault. Whoa. It's a little wide for Morales. Chamberlain. Don't know him. Wide and... Yeah. Oh, and you're out of the park, and you took a Parmalat with you. Oh, that might have been Luca you took out with you. T. Roner. It's car number 3. He's got a good rating, but he's new to the series. Seagal in the Gaetan. Talbot. I love these old paints. Proctor. Why are you all by yourself here, Mr. Proctor? I don't know. You should have other cars around. Yvonne, he did not complete the race. He just looks like he has an unhappy car there. And he needs a paint job. Kramer. He finished P6. He finished ahead of me. Oh, he was one of the cars that went off, but he finished ahead of me. We passed him in Canada Corner there, but he came back and got me. So good for him. Aw, that sucks if you're behind somebody spinning like that. You just got to stop and hope nothing horrible happens. Seagal, wide, and ooh. I almost did that, and oh no, oh, this is where we came through all of this. Yeah, here we come. That's me in the yellow. Oh, what lap was that? 4. That's, I can't rewind it. Dang it. Remind me to look at that again. Lap 4. That was a huge one. Huge. Steve Sarles, one wide. Yeah, that's common. It's a handsome paint, but not as handsome as mine. Morales, wide. Yvonne. Ooh. It's just one after another, dude. Ooh. Like I said, oh, here's Adnan. He had a few moments, curbs. Ooh, ooh, save it. Saved it, but that wing is, oh no. No! Oh my goodness, what? Dude! You're facing off track, but you're spinning around right in front of somebody. Lauren. He's going so slow there, I don't know what he was doing. Steve Sarles again. Oh yeah, my car wanted to do that all day long. Oh! Steve let his car roll. He let his car roll too much. Steve's dead. Look at that car. It's a mess. Albin? Boxing? Oh. Okay, so entering pits will break your wing at Road America. Entering the pits will break your wing. It could be good to know if you ever need a pit. Man. Crunch. Hemmings. What slower, man, there's a lot of slow wrecks down here in Canada Corner. At least you kept it away from stuff. Saved it. Look at that wing. Steve Sarles again. And what's going on in that car looks like a disaster. Oh, the rear so much wants to step out on you. Steve has no chance here. Juno finished 15th after that, coming together with, oh, that was it. Oh, see, okay, so oh man, Adnan. Dang. What are you gonna do? Juno's just sitting right there. That's tough on Adnan. You're having a good race, and the track's just blocked in front of you, and there's me right behind him. That's tough. Yvonne again. Loses it. Big time. But of course, this is the end of the race. It's time to just retire and give up. Yeah. So let's go back to lap 4. Like I said, we're going to go back and review that one. Where am I? Started P17. Finished P8. That's +9. Which qualifies me as hard charger. Morales was also +9. He started in 20th and finished 11th, but since I finished ahead, I'm going to officially name myself Hard Charger. Kiduchi, 11th to 4th, technically, you started 11th, even though you started from the pits. That qualifies as you started 11th. So it's Spear, the hard charger. Oh. Hey, I'm the one naming them. I can pick out the rules I want. But yeah, it's where you grid it, not your actual position. All right, here I am, minding my own business, coming out of the carousel, coming in the kink, and I find all these cars in front of me in a huge mess. And let's figure out what happened. Who do we got there? Robert, Barry, Armando. Oh, we already went through. Okay, let's focus on Barry. Don't want to pick on Barry, but he was leading. He was up there in the front. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be fun. Oh my goodness, look at all those cars. Look at all. So it's all that blue car that we saw at the start. Tobias. Wait, no, Tobias is the red car. Who's the blue car here? Tal Seagull. Remember, he was spinning like crazy. Remember, he went off in the grass and then went into the wall, and then he went back, bounced onto the track, and everybody was just sitting ducks at that point because he went right into him, and then boom! Look at that! Oh my goodness! Oh, and another one involved. And he hightails it out of there. He's like, oh, I'm towing. I wasn't in this. Oh. Yeah, so let's go to Barry. And let's go to Chopper. See how this looks. Boom, boom. I wanted to get all the cars in there. But yeah, that was... And then everybody drove right through the middle. That's me. Wow. Well, that's cool. That was a huge wreck. It's an amazing wreck. Don't often see that many cars that violently smashing together. That's crazy. All right. From, what did I say? From P11 to... From P17 to P8. Good result for Spear. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for everybody for all your subscriptions and your likes and your thumbs up and your smashes and your Twitch comments and your YouTube comments and all that great stuff, social media. This was a lot of fun. Join me next time for more iRacing with the Spear. Hit these videos and that sub button. Thanks for watching. iRacing.